Hello and welcome to LowerBitrate episode number 10.
Big 1-0. It's amazing.
I had a special thing planned for double digits.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Look at us. Say it again. Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Oh no, who would have thought? Just look at us.
Not me.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thank you to all the listeners that listen to the podcast and give feedback every week. We appreciate it. We like reading.
We do like reading. And thank you everyone that leaves reviews. That's super nice of you. Some people have left reviews on like Apple Podcasts, for example. Thanks for that. So kind.
Yeah, and just a shill reminder, we're available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Twitch, and the YouTubes.
Everywhere.
Basically. So what you been up to this week?
I've been playing some Mythic Ocean. I haven't been watching very much, but been playing the new indie. It's called Mythic Ocean. It's an adventure, a little bit of exploration in a really small playground or sandbox. But I like it. It's a beautiful game. Did not disappoint, the full version so far.
How many hours you put in? 4?
Only under 4, so probably almost 4. I was expecting a shorter playthrough, but it doesn't feel like I'm anywhere near the end because there's 6 gods you have to interact with or discover or choose from to affect the creation of this world that you're exploring. And I just encountered my 4th one, I believe.
Huh. But do you know that's the end of the game? Like, are you 100% sure?
No, I guess not.
That's interesting. I like how indie games, like they usually have to think outside of the box to create an experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a really relaxing game. I mean, if you like other chill indies, it reminds me kind of same vibes as it's not a slime breeding game by any means, but I used to play Slime Rancher and just kind of zone out. It was a real nice brain break. I would also play Yonder the Cloud Catcher Chronicles, another one where it's just a pretty little world you have control over.
It reminded me when I saw you play it of Subnautica, but like on a lesser extent. Like there's not that much things.
I would say more like Abzu, probably.
Huh.
I don't know if you've played Abzu, but
no, I haven't. So pick it up. It's what, $14.99?
It was $13.49 on Steam. I'm not sure how much it is now, but that was 10% off, so I guess it's going to be $14.99 or $15. Hello, math.
Yeah, check it out. It looks like a chill game, especially support the indie devs. They need support between all the BR trash that everybody wants to come out with now. Mm-hmm. Support the people that are actually taking risks and doing something different.
Our true, just a really beautiful, creative little IP.
Yeah. I have relapsed.
Poe? POE?
Yep.
Yeah. Path of Exile?
Yeah, just a little bit. It's not like fully engulfed me in the sweat, but I've been playing it a little bit. I've been kind of like just, going from game to game and playing it. I got Dead Cells on the Switch. I got a whole bunch of older games, like Bastion, which is a really good one. That one was like $3, and I don't mind playing that on the Switch. I played that.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a really what I like about that game is it's very like movement heavy. Like if you have really good movement, you'll be really good at the game. I don't know. I like games like that. And
have you tried Dead Cells yet?
I have tried Dead Cells. I played a little bit. It's fun. It's just hard.
Yeah.
It's just very hard. I'm not typical, the guy that likes roguelikes, but It's fun. Mainly got it for the Switch. I could have gotten it on PC, but
So it's a rogue like platformer, right?
yes. Yes. Roguelike platformer. So basically if you die you start over
Mm-hmm.
and your character starts over. So it's like a hardcore game. Um it's really fun. It looks cool too. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um
It's a Devolver title, so yeah, it looks cool.
yeah, and I think I got the first DLC for free.
I didn't know there were DLCs. That's cool.
I think there's one. The giant something. I got it for free. It's one of those games where like, I'm bored and want to pick it up and play it.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Play it for a little bit, then drop it, and then
yeah.
pick it up again.
And a couple of my friends, we decided to play Risk of Rain 2.
Mm-hmm.
For a
Do you like
couple
that
of
one?
runs. Yeah, Risk of Rain is fun. I like Risk of Rain, but sometimes it's like more akin of like, have you ever played Call of Duty Zombies?
Yes.
It's like that.
It's a horde mode. Yeah.
Yeah, but like as soon as you get to a certain point, like you're trying to die, because at this point it's been like you've been sitting there for 3 hours and in your own juices, marinating.
That's like Deep Rock Galactic, except Deep Rock Galactic has exploration elements and shooter elements, heavy shooter elements.
Yeah, Risk of
Hordes.
Rain was one of those titles last year that really surprised me. I thought it was really, really good, especially for $20.
Cool. Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, and I actually missed the Temtem stress test.
Whoops. So
Yeah.
you're going to participate in another one, or it's too late?
There's two more. Actually, I'll have I'll edit in the code I have for Steam for my extra thing. So if you want to find the code on the video on YouTube.
I love that this episode 10 has an Easter egg. Get a free game code.
Yeah, it's not for the full game, full disclosure. It's just for the two stress tests. Which is one on the 17th or the 19th. So if you can't play it, then don't bother trying to go for it.
Okay. So we are recording on today's the 16th, right? So
16th.
the stress test is tomorrow, the 17th, or on Sunday, the 19th. We got some feedback about clarifying dates because, time's a flat circle.
Yes. And it's also a specific time. So just check their Twitter of like when the times are. I think it's like 11. I think it starts at 11 a.m. Central Time. So for me, that's about 2-3 o'clock p.m. So I'll be playing that tomorrow.
Cool. I can't wait to hear about how that goes.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I was away out of state at a family thing, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't play it because it was kind of buggy and the server was kind of like shitting itself. So apparently they changed a whole bunch of stuff with a bunch of feedback that they got. And I think playing the second one will be a better experience. But the developers have been like super active on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just, shitting out information. Like they're trying to do as much as they can to get as much as people interested into the game. And the game is like unapologetically Pokemon. Like it's like
Love it.
Yeah, it's super into that. It's $34.99 in USD, which is about $5 more than I originally expected, like the price I had in my mind for it. But they answered a big question of mine. No subscription fee. So just a flat rate of $34.99.
Oh, geez. I can't imagine a subscription.
Yeah, I mean, like that's a smart move because realistically, you're marketing this game to children because it's a children's collectible monster game, and yeah, they're not paying a fucking subscription fee. I'm sorry, there's no way.
Yeah, that's some Final Fantasy stuff.
Yeah, you would have to put building in the game and make it a BR so that all the kids can steal their fucking credit cards for their parents.
Oh my gosh,
Buy
can you imagine
$20
a subscription-based like Fortnite game?
Jesus. I mean,
that might be better. Then people might spend less money if you had like a set amount per month you spent instead of just buying skins unlimited.
Technically, it's still in there with the battle pass. It comes out every like 3 or 4 months.
True, but don't people buy
They
skins?
buy the tiers. They buy the battle pass. They buy the skins. They buy the tiers. So they
Okay,
get.
it's been a while since I played.
Yeah, it's a money sink. Yeah, so check it out. Temtem, if you can't join the early access beta stress test, that's gonna be on the 17th and the 19th, and the early access release is on the 21st. So I'm thinking about streaming the S word. Oof.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm interested.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Surprised me.
Why not?
Yeah. Have you watched anything this week or no?
I have not. I'm behind on The Witcher. I'm partially through episode 6. It's still good. I just took a break.
Yeah, we'll
come back to it.
We'll revisit that sometime in the future, maybe next week or the week following.
Continue our Witcher coverage. Stand by, please.
Geralt watch is what we're gonna call it. I've
Isn't
been watching
it Geralt? It's Geralt with a hard G.
America. Cheeseburgers and muscle cars. That's how I pronounce it.
Okay, cheeseburgers and muscle cars. Got it.
I plowed through My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
I got current in the last episode. I think it was 70 something. That episode was
go ahead.
Poogers. Capital
Poggers.
No, Poogers. With the boogers coming out, Poogers. I've never been so excited for anime. I'm a fan. I've been converted.
You must really like it if you're using Twitch lingo in while you're talking.
Yeah, an off meta emote, Poogers. Yeah, it's been fun.
What you were saying? You sent me something. I thought.
Yeah, I sent you my shift knob, which is a fucking samurai sword hilt.
I thought you were kidding.
That is mine.
Wow.
It is legitimately in my vehicle.
Where did you get that?
I got it on Amazon.
Okay, so I received a photo and I was like, oh geez. And I opened it up and it's a samurai sword gear shifter in a car. And I was like, you found that on the internet somewhere. No, that's actually your car. Wow.
Yep, that is definitely mine.
We've gone dark.
We've gone weeb.
You got to find an anime shop near you. You'll go nuts. There'll be so much My Hero Academia. Like, find a Japanese bookstore of some sort that sells manga, or find just anywhere that sells manga. They'll have anime shit, and you'll lose your mind.
Okay, about that, I was looking online for car mats, right?
Oh my god.
I currently have like weeby-ish car mats, but they're not weeby car mats. They're like pizza slices in like, like a purple background. I'll show you a picture. It looks dope.
Okay.
But I was looking for I've narrowed down my favorite character in My Hero.
Mm-hmm.
And besides Deku, which is the main character, which obviously he's like the protagonist, the main guy, you're gonna like him regardless. But my character that's not part of the main cast is Himiko Toga. And
yeah.
My body pillow purchase from a year ago was justified.
Mm-hmm. We didn't ever reveal who your waifu was, but now that you're watching the show, you're ready to reveal that your waifu is Toga.
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
Well, I'll be sure to take cosplay pictures this weekend because there's always tons of Toga cosplay or different My Hero cosplays at PAX.
I'm interested in that. Regards of the merch, there's not much variety. It's like the same old thing. So I just purchased a Toga sticker. I'm gonna stick that bitch on my car.
A sticker, that's cool, but you can get yourself like sticker, but I like to get the phone charms or like I don't know, sometimes they'll have plushes that are cool.
I only have one plush though.
Remember wall scrolls? Go find yourself a Toga wall scroll, put it in your room.
I have a strict no poster policy.
What are you, like in solitary? Where do you hang all your nerd shit?
I don't have anything to hang. Like I just put it around. I just
All
don't.
right, wait till you see a wall scroll. You'll
All right.
hang it up.
I'll reserve judgment.
Exactly. They're beautiful.
One
They're
last.
so gorgeous.
Yes, they are. Speaking of
Sorry.
gorgeous,
One last.
I started watching Demon Slayer, and that is the most beautiful animation I've ever seen in my life.
Okay. I keep waiting for you to watch a Shinkai anime because I haven't seen Demon Slayer. So
Shinkai's next.
Violet Evergarden was really beautiful too, but man, that one, ripped my heart out of my chest. And I can't even recommend that one. It's so sad.
Really?
Ugh. It's
Like,
awful.
Like how sad?
I found it pretty sad.
Like bawling, crying, sad, or like, just a single tear?
I guess it depends on how attached you get to Violet Evergarden.
Uh-oh.
But man, she goes through the shit.
You mean beautiful story-wise or beautiful animation-wise or both?
Beautiful animation-wise, but it's also a beautiful story, I think.
Yeah, Demon Slayer does this weird thing of like breaking the 2D plane and like going 3D in this weird way. It's so cool. But that anime I'm not plowing through. I'm kind of like treating it as like a 2-episode a week kind of thing.
That's still quite a bit.
Yeah, there's only 26 episodes. I'm trying to savor it,
All right.
And it's kind of hard for me to follow because I'm watching it in subs because there's no dubs.
Yeah, that's why you're going slower. Subtitles take longer because you're reading.
Sometimes I miss things because I'm usually doing 3 or 4 things at the same time.
Yeah, you can't do that if you're doing subs.
Yeah, I'm learning. So
you got to pick one recommendation is if that's how you're going to watch anime, you got to get anime with good dubs then.
Yeah, My Hero has dubs, but they're doing something where they're kind of 2 weeks behind or something like that. So I can't be behind. Not at this point.
Okay, that's please provide feedback if I'm wrong in this, but my understanding is that if you're in a current season, you get it on a delay because the networks in Japan own it and air it first, and then we get it slowly. It trickles over here just because of syndication rights of some sort. I may have made all of that up.
It's not a problem for me because I enjoy the Japanese voices.
Oh, okay.
If they had shitty voices and the dubs were better, then I kind of would wait. But I think My Hero is at a point. It's like at a mid-season point where shit is hitting the fan super extra hard.
Yeah.
Like the show was trending on Twitter after last Saturday. Like a couple of hours after people were watching it.
I saw that. Yeah. That doesn't surprise me. It's very popular.
It's like the normie anime. Yeah,
it's just the most popular anime probably of the current season.
Probably. Yeah, but everybody's like waiting for me to finish Demon Slayer. Like that's the number one anime that my friends are kind of like, finish it, so we could talk about it. So I may just watch it at the gym while I'm on the treadmill, sweating, dying.
New year, new me.
Yeah, I'm going to the gym, but it's not like a new year, new me. It's kind of like a 2020. I'm not trying to die or be 600 pounds. So, yeah, I'm just sticking to it.
All right.
I go with my mom in the morning, super fucking early too, like 4 a.m. And there's still people in there. Yeah, it makes me feel good though. Like once you go to if I were to get rid of all the pain in my body of the fat crying, I would feel good. Real good.
Losing weight is just fat crying. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Sweating is fat tears.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but I feel much better. I've been, sleeping better, which is a thing. And, it's a lifestyle change. I'm just trying to stick with it, make it a habit. So
that's great. You're the same person that used to talk about McGangbangs, so that's why I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, no soda, no McDonald's, um, limiting on the sugar.
What's a McGangbang again?
If I remember correctly,
Yeah, I know this is a part of your old life. I'm sorry.
I haven't. To be fair, I haven't had a McGangbang in forever. But a McGangbang is when you take a McChicken and you place it in between the two meat patties of a McDouble,
Hmm.
and you eat that whole.
In one bite. No, just kidding. I know what you mean.
I'd be very impressed if somebody could eat that in one bite. DM me.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'll be
say
your manager for your
Lou's
OnlyFans
looking
account.
for this person.
I'll be your manager for your OnlyFans account.
Wow. Muting you.
Let's not go there. This week is big for you.
I'm really excited. I've been in PAX prep. That's why this week has been weird. My life really comes to a halt because I don't travel for conventions, and PAX South is in San Antonio, so it's within 2 hours from where I live. So I do travel for PAX South every year. So I'm really excited.
That's cool. It's like the one thing you go to every year, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a gaming convention specifically. I'll go to other conventions, but like I used to go to DreamHack, but it moved away. But that was really the only dedicated gaming convention I go to. Others have will be like a celebration of gaming, pop culture, and other things. But this is just whether it's tabletop or video games, you can get into a lot.
Where did DreamHack move to?
They moved to Dallas.
Oh.
I know it's too far for me. Maybe Houston I could do, but
Dallas is
DreamHack
like
was
super
in
north, right?
Dallas is like 3.5 hours away from Austin.
Oof.
So it's too far. That's too much for me to travel in one weekend. That's just me. But DreamHack was so much fun when it was in Austin. DreamHack is a weekend long LAN party, and they held their first North American one in Austin a few years ago, and it was a great success. And then they built upon it, and I would say tripled it in size the second year it was in Austin, and it literally caught fire. The fire department had to come. It was really funny. Thankfully, everything was fine.
My dog agrees too.
Hey, co-host, how are you doing?
So when they moved to Dallas, right? They, I'm assuming they like widened the scope of it.
Yeah, they wanted. I just wanted a bigger convention center to do the amount of esports they wanted. So they expanded beyond the LAN and started to really, instead of it being like 75% LAN and 25% esports, it was, I would say, the other way.
Interesting. So, like, what are you looking forward to the most?
Ooh, so my favorite thing about PAX is the concerts. I really love video game music. Like if you ever watch my stream, I'm always playing something from like Mariachi Entertainment System or like oh man, I'm blanking on names, or like Bit Brigade or Bit Force, things like that. And so there's going to be 3 acts on Friday night in the concert hall. So it's really fun.
Yeah, Mariachi Entertainment System slaps. I was listening to them.
Bit Brigade is coming back this year. So Bit Brigade is a unique performance because they combine a live speed run of the game music that they're playing. So you watch the game being speed run on stage, and then the music is played by the band, and it's a lot of fun because everyone gets really into it. You're like cheering on the speedrunner.
Interesting. That's cool. I never heard of Big Brigade before.
You should see them. They travel all over the place.
So, all right,
a lot of fun.
Let's do some non-awkward role play. I'm going to PAX South, and I've never been to a convention before. Let's talk about it. What would you think? So, my worries, right? I'm super nervous. Never been there before. I'm traveling, meeting people. Let's just say I'm going alone.
Yeah.
What will your tips be to me?
It's going to be a lot of fun, but it's going to be for PAX South specifically. It's massive. It's at the convention center in San Antonio. It's called the Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center, and the employees at the convention center say that it's the biggest one in North America. So every year I forget how much walking it is. It's an insane amount of walking just to even get from like, oh, you want to go from one end of the expo hall to the exit of the convention center. You're going to be walking for a good 10 minutes. So it's just the span of it. I don't know. It's overwhelming, but you'll have a really good time. You definitely will never be bored. The hardest thing will be trying to find food and water.
Yeah.
Because you're just lost in this concrete indoor land. But I don't know. There's really, if you like games in any way, that there'll be a lot for you to do. So don't be overwhelmed. Just check the app and start, scrolling.
The two idiot-proof things. I've been to a few conventions, New York Comic Con specifically, and I've been to various parties, and I've worked on my feet for 12 hours at a time. The most important two things that you could do that are idiot-proof. One, wear comfortable sneakers, please.
Yeah.
Please do. Your feet will thank you. Two, the most important one. This is number one. Emergency. People are dirty. They have germs.
Yeah, bring Purell and even like a little pack of some sort of like hand wipes or baby wipes. Just you're going to be touching surfaces that probably 200,000 other hands will touch that weekend alone, and you just want to practice some public hygiene awareness. Just minimally Purell.
Yes.
At least use Purell.
Yes. A lot of people, touch things and it doesn't register in their mind, and they touch their face. That is the worst thing you could do.
Or it's not even just the doorknobs, like everyone will be going through the same doors to get in and out, like touching those, but even you're going to be playing indie games. Like that's one of my favorite things to do, is to just go down the indie row. Now you're going to be holding controllers that thousands of other people will touch. Like by day 3, they're so shiny and greasy.
Yes.
It's gross. Or you use the headsets too that other people use. So yes. Be aware, you're going to be coming in contact with some strange things.
If I could motivate anyone to wash their hands or Purell their hands when I play games and I use a controller, I have clammy, nasty, sweaty hands.
Thank you for sharing.
That coat controllers in sweat and nice, grime for you. So Purell, please.
That's why the baby wipes too, because sometimes your hands, you're like, why are my fingers greasy?
In spirit of my last week fat self, bring snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Very important. Small snacks. What kind of snacks would you bring?
I bring things like bars, that are really easy just to throw in a bag, and even no one will give you any problems with that. Like you're allowed to bring in snacks and food and stuff like that. So it's nice. Bring whatever you want. I mean, at some conventions, I've even packed myself a sandwich. I was like, I'm going to need this later. Like threw it in my backpack. But food is hard to find, especially if you have any sort of dietary concerns. Like you don't... Every year, I'm going to take a picture of it, but every year they sell chili on the convention floor. I guess it's a Texas thing. I don't know, but don't eat that chili. Don't eat the convention chili. You'll end your convention. Just find there's plenty of places to eat. You can find something else. Don't eat the I think the tacos are okay, but every year I'm staring at that vat of chili like, who the fuck eats this shit?
Saying vat of chili just makes me not want to eat it.
Yum.
Don't be that guy that brings like a fucking plate of jerk chicken or like stinky fish to eat. Be courteous, please.
These are tips for success. Just learn, learn from what I've experienced and seen. Please don't eat the chili.
Yeah. I used to ride the bus in New York, and people would like have full course fucking meals on the bus.
I love it.
Choking people with their nasty food.
So I'm glad that you brought up the bus. A great way to get around conventions now, it's a very recent thing, are the scooters. So like I said, the spans of, like, if you are staying at a hotel nearby or even from where you park to walk into the convention center could be several blocks. Like, go ahead, rent a scooter, save yourself some steps. You'll be collapsed on the floor, I promise, in a few hours. Just save whatever energy you can.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're going to be wiped by the end of it. Me personally,
Go ahead.
me personally, like, when I go to new places or whatever, my mind is like mush, like from all the information, all the people, playing games and
loud.
stuff. Yeah, and it is
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah, I'm really sensitive to loud sounds. I get migraines, so I bring earplugs. I'll, even sunglasses. Like, who knows what type of crazy esports lasers they're gonna have going on the floor. I just bring things like a hoodie, something I can take a break and easily unwind for a little bit. Because yes, this is a convention for geeks, and most geeks are introverted, but it's like you still have to endure a lot of overstimulation to just be able to play video games.
Yeah, are there like really long lines for things?
There can be, yeah. Like Nintendo, when they attend, the line for Nintendo will close. It will get so long. It depends what the attractions are. Even the line to get in day one or Saturday, but PAX is run so well. They have a PAX lines. They used to have a separate Twitter, but now it's done in the app. And they're such an efficient show and convention. I love going to PAX. They like map out, they have volunteers that are people movers, and then they like map out where the lines will like overflow into. Like, they're prepared every year for the people that show up, unlike other conventions I go to that seem surprised by the attendance. They know what they're doing. Oh my gosh, that's not even. Yeah, that's one of just it's hard to do it right, because PAX, in my opinion, does it right. And yeah, I go to other shows and don't have as good a time.
Yeah, I love when conventions have their shit together.
Oh, chef kiss.
When I went to the Overwatch League Grand Finals, what was it, last year, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of a mixed bag. Like, I enjoyed myself and everything was cool, but getting into the place was kind of a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it always is. They probably, since they had celebrities there was probably increased security too, so that always takes longer.
Not really.
I
didn't notice an increase of, security boys, but it was just like there were so many people the second day. Like, the Friday was okay. The Friday was chill, but the Saturday was the testing day, because it was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
There was way more people because people had Saturday off, and it was like the last day to, of the event. And, I noticed that there was another line open for like the pass holders. Like, they paid $150 to get like a whole swag bag. And I kind of like, nudged myself in that line and got in earlier, but there was a huge line, maybe like 100-200 feet of just people in a very busy intersection of Brooklyn. So
Yeah. Seems like New York
doesn't
handle like esports hordes very well.
There's one other like arena. I think it's the T-Mobile Arena. That's around here, but no, that might be in Las Vegas. I'm confused. There is one esports arena, but I've never been there. I would like to go, but
yeah, you should check it out. Let us know how it is.
Yeah. So, okay, we have the basics, right?
Yeah, and number one of all these tips I've mentioned so far, even above drinking water, even above the Purell, is wear shoes that you can walk over 5 miles in, because you're going to be walking that many steps a day. I had a friend that posted his normal steps and then his steps for just day 0 of PAX, which is today. He's at 22,000 steps. I was like, holy shit, you must be like jogging back and forth in that convention center. What are you doing?
Yeah. Yes, please. Actually, save the platforms. They can wait.
It can wait. I know you have some dope kicks you want to unveil for PAX South. I know they're really nerdy and cool. Don't do it. Wear your most comfortable shoes. Look like a grandpa. You'll be so much happier.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so basics out of the way, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm your streamer friend, and I've never been to one of these places. What would your tips be as a seasoned vet?
Well, one thing is, even beyond streaming, because there will be vendors that sell streaming equipment, but you can buy other gear, like Astro's always there, or like Dell, stuff like that. Maybe Razer. So they'll have convention deals, I've found, and you want to be sure to have like a budget and money ready to go. You can easily see the exhibitors list, and then if you're interested in buying any of their stuff, go ready to buy something. Like if they have a convention special, it's a good little pro tip that I try to remember every year, because there's always stuff I want to buy at these conventions.
Yeah, budgeting is important. Sometimes, just seeing all the deals and then buying something and you saw something better, going in with a plan from the beginning is very important. I do that when I go to like comic book conventions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because some people will have like really high prices, and you see something that you've really wanted and you're kind of on the fence. You don't want somebody else to buy it, and then you buy it, and then you can't return it because it's a comic book. And then you see a better deal somewhere else at like a smaller little booth that you didn't see beforehand.
Things like comic books will be marked up, but like PC components, peripherals will be marked down.
Yeah, and bring a bag so you can carry all this shit in. An empty bag.
Something to put your chili in. So a big thing that people can forget about conventions or shows or concerts, wherever you go, there will be no cell phone signal. So plan ahead. If you're trying to meet friends or meet up with anybody, you need to be aware that your cell phone signal will not work on the expo floor unless you're somehow a hacker and tapped into their Wi-Fi, which that's not always great either. But just be aware, you're going to have to be walking all the way outside to get bars. It's just a fact.
Yeah, plan ahead. Is it because of the building itself, or there's so many people in one concentration?
There's, at least 80,000 people in a block's radius. So you just don't have signal. And maybe it is the building too, the fact that you're in this like concrete square, but whatever it is, every convention I have trouble connecting to my phone, and it can be a complete signal wasteland. It can be really bad in some instances.
So what would some tips be for upcoming streamers? Like, yeah,
for streamers, my tip would be prepared to go to put on your happy face, stick your hand out and say, hi, my name is such and such, I stream. You can meet if you're feeling really bold, you could go after vendors like it depends what type of stream you have. Like they have all sorts of like controller modifier, like things you can like stick on your controller to make your game better, quote unquote. Or you could talk to the indie devs, which is what I really like to do, and just meet them and talk to them about their upcoming game. Whether if you have the intention of trying to get game keys, or if you're just really interested, you just want to find some new games for your stream, go talk to the indie devs. They're super nice and they want to meet you.
They do. They really, really do.
If you create content in any way, if you have a podcast, a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, just go prepared to represent your brand if you want. It's a great opportunity.
Think about it this way. You can always take the easy way and try to DM or contact a community manager on Twitter or wherever platform and try to get a key. But also keep in the back of your mind, there are hundreds of people putting in these requests. Getting the developers in front of your face, having a conversation with them like a human being and a person is invaluable if you want to get involved with the game in any way.
So true. Yeah, or even if you're curious about the game in any way, or if you're interested in the game industry in any way, these same people go to the same shows every year. And so you should introduce yourself if you have that intention as well, because there's so many opportunities. I mean, you could have different goals and reasons, but one of my goals with streaming was to just, make positive connections in the game industry, and being able to meet indie devs is a great way to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of them are local too. It's really cool.
Yeah, the video game industry is very about who you know and your relationships. Those correlate directly with the opportunities that you get. So if you wanted to be inside the gaming sphere and you're not a developer, it's very difficult.
So another tip I have for streamers is there's a lot of Twitch meetup events that happen at conventions, because it's a great way to meet other streamers from even outside of Texas. Say people come from out of state. Look up your normal Twitch chapter and find out if they're hosting a meetup at that convention, and go and hang out with people that are just like you, streamers of all channel sizes. And the event will be free too. So it's hard to sometimes get party invites. I never do. So I always go to the Stream Texas party. It's awesome.
Yeah. And at these parties, be safe. Be very, very careful.
Agreed.
Watch your drinks. Number one rule. And just have fun.
So have you ever been to a Stream Texas or Twitch meetup, community meetup?
No. I keep missing the Stream New York City one. But they go to bars, and that's not my scene. They don't even go to like barcades. It's just bars. And I just, me personally, this is just about me. I don't like going to bars. I don't like the atmosphere. I don't drink at all.
But what if, I'm just asking because I'm wondering, like, what would hold you back from like going to a Twitch meetup? I understand it's a big step to put a face to a Twitch handle, so that can be intimidating. But you're gonna, in my experience, you'll meet really cool fellow streamers there, and I would recommend it.
Yeah, so me personally, what would hold me back from going to one of these things is I don't know anyone there. And if, in the setting that they go to, this would be different if they went to like, an arcade or something like that. I just feel like the pressure on me would, require me to consume alcohol to, put the edge off, because I'm very socially awkward, and I don't
you have to turn on that extrovert switch.
Yeah, and
it takes a lot of energy.
Yeah, and if I can avoid the use of alcohol to alter my personality, then I can.
Yeah, those are really good reasons.
Yeah,
there's always alcohol at these events. It's it's unfortunate. I think it's unfortunate, but it's the reason for alcohol being present is because of the venue. It's not, the community is like, hey, come on out, drink a lot with us.
Yeah. Well, you have anything you want to add? I think I'm good.
No, I can't wait to come back next week. Next episode, I'll be able to talk about some new indie games I've seen and at PAX South, and I'm really looking forward to having a great weekend and seeing streamer friends. So can't wait to report back how it goes.
All right.
Well, thank you everybody for listening to episode 10 of Lower Bitrate.
Bye.
Bye.